Let's get started with movies.
With a preview of the most anticipated films in 2020 is our very own film expert, Ash Cross, and joining us. Welcome.
She's here, round of applause.
And making an entrance.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we need to bring you in because you are the expert when it comes to all things film, and there's a lot to look forward to in 2020. I mean, I feel like every year there are a bunch of superhero movies, but 2020 in particular, there are some kick-ass ladies taking over. It's about time.
I just want to say the movies we're talking about today are all starred and directed by women.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's so easy.
Yes. So,
Kicking the new year off right.
with Birds of Prey,
Yes.
February 7th. Oh my gosh. Okay, Harley Quinn is back, but this time instead of being tied to the Joker, they have broken up. She is emancipated. Let me try to say this title. Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. That is the title of the movie, written by Christina Hodson, who wrote Bumblebee, by the way. Starring Margot Robbie, Rosie Perez, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Ali Wong, Journey Smollett-Bell, Ella J. Belasco, Ewan McGregor, Chris Messina, who looks like a straight-up daddy in this movie. We have daddies,
But
yes.
Chris is outnumbered. I have to say, it's kind of amazing because, of course, this is the hot Harley Quinn spinoff, but they also recruited a bunch of amazing women to join the cast and to lead the charge too, right?
She's great, and she's teaming up with like heroes this time, so she's kind of more of a, maybe like an anti-hero.
Okay.
What does this representation of all this female power mean when it comes to film?
I mean, I think it's important for first of all the girls, we have someone to look up to, but then the guys can see an example of what a strong woman looks like that they can look up to themselves.
Absolutely, and also I do love, like as you mentioned, she's an anti-hero, so she's not perfect, but like you love to watch it, you know? I gotta say though, but from an anti-hero to a hero with a mallet, from an anti-hero with a mallet, that's Harley, to a DC hero with that lasso of truth. We gotta talk about Wonder Woman because she returns this time in 1984.
Welcome to the future. Life is good, but it can be better. And why shouldn't it be? All you need is to want it.
Ooh, I get the chills, especially Ash, because you just talked about it. Having this female power gives little girls something to look up to, and I mean, Gal in this role is the epitome of just that.
She has got to be the most captivating woman I've ever seen on screen, and I think literally ever. But yeah, she's back once again, but this time in the 80s, and that music is just giving me life. Directed once again by Patty Jenkins. It's about 70 years after the first movie, and somehow Chris Pine is back. I believe that is the Invisible Jet, by the way.
Okay.
Listen, we're not mad that he's back,
but we have
so many questions.
So many questions.
I cried so hard at the end of the first one, Ash.
Yes.
Like, how is he back?
You cry in the trailer because you see that reunion moment where she's just like, Steve. You're like,
But also, how come he doesn't have like a flock of seagulls? Like, where's his 80s hairstyle? You know what I'm saying? If it's set in the 80s.
he has a fanny pack at one point, so things will happen for him. And then, of course, the villains are Kristen Wiig as Cheetah and Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord. So
I love it. Well, you guys, we were talking about female empowerment, and obviously, this is a role that Gal takes very seriously, the responsibility, I should say. And she even got emotional talking to us after she saw the sequel for the first time. Take a look.
And I'm not an easy crier. No. Just to, save my pride. I had such a strong reaction to this movie. Why? And it caught me off guard. Why? I think I can't tell you what happened in the movie that made me cry. I can just tell you it was the very beginning. But I've never seen that. All of a sudden, I wasn't the gal Wonder Woman, the actress, the producer. I was little girl from a suburb in Israel watching all by myself in the cinema, which is for itself a surreal experience, watching this thing in this amazing woman, girl, doing this amazing things. So it was very effective, and that's the moments where you're like, this is why it's so freaking important. We're doing something that we hope is gonna have an impact, but it hasn't. It's very impactful on us already.
Oh, amen.
I know, we'll get to see and feel that impact for ourselves when Wonder Woman 1984 hits theaters on June 5th.
Moving on, Marvel is also making good, giving Black Widow Scarlett Johansson her own movie, finally.
Finally.
And we get to see it around the corner, you guys, May 1st.
Yes, this one is taking place after the events of Captain America Civil War while Natasha's in exile. You know, they're kind of all off on their own, and then we see them come together in the next movie. But this one's directed by Kate Shortland. And then it is, Florence Pugh is everything to me.
Right.
And she is playing like her quote unquote sister, because they're not actually sisters, but sisters, which I think my like working theory is that she's eventually going to take over the mantle of Black Widow in the future. And this is kind of the setup for that.
This is a silly question, and forgive me because everyone knows I'm in the middle of still trying to watch
She's
all
binging.
of the
She's
Marvel
watching.
movies.
That's
Yeah.
it right now.
Are there going to be other Marvel characters in this?
I think potentially
Okay.
there's like a rumor on IMDb for Robert Downey Jr. I don't necessarily believe that. I think Hawkeye is a lot more likely.
Okay.
And maybe a few
Right.
others that would like dive in, but yeah.
But it's also Marvel, so you have to stay through the credits. Maybe there's a
To
little
see
surprise
something,
there.
yeah.
Right?
You never know.
I do have a question though. Is this considered an origin story? Because it's obviously like a prequel to the events of Civil War, right? Like, do we get to get a little more of a backstory in this
I
one?
think so, and I think we saw in some of those images that we were looking at, like she has like
so young.
bangs. She looks
Yeah.
so young. Like I think we're going way back in time because we never got that. We got like
we never
all,
did.
We got all the other OG Avengers.
It's so true.
We even had an Edward Norton Hulk, but we have yet to have
We're
Black
finally
Widow.
getting
It's
Black
about
Widow. That's right, May 1st, y'all, okay? We do want to switch gears, though. Let's talk the sequels and reboots we can't wait for in 2020. What's at the top of your list, Ash?
Well, there's a reason I dressed like Mike Myers by accident here, is that Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills is coming in October, and I mean, this is the sequel to the other Halloween that we had. There's gonna be a third one called Halloween Ends, so this is kind of our Empire Strikes Back of the Halloween franchise right now. And Kyle Richards is returning.
No way.
Who is the one that Laurie Strode babysat in 1978.
1978, you
She's
guys.
been housewiving,
Like,
housewiving,
and now she's back.
and now she's
back
back.
on big
Likely
screen.
gonna get murdered.
Also,
We will see.
Jamie Lee Curtis, like the gift that keeps on giving, a national treasure, a legend. Like, we must protect her at all costs.
Like over 40 years and she's still kicking
Yeah.
as Laurie Strode. Or I should say Laurie Strode is still kicking because she has cheated death with Michael Myers so many
She
times.
had a bunker set up. Like she is not going down without a fight.
Halloween Kills. You actually talked to Jamie Lee.
Yes, I did at the Saturn Awards.
Right, and she did tease
Waiting for you to bring
the
that up.
upcoming sequel. Take a look.
There are 2 more Halloween movies coming.
Yes.
And Kyle Richards is coming back.
Yes, how crazy is that going to be? That is going to end, well, I mean, it's just going to be off the hook. It will end with a massive bang at the end of this third movie.
Laurie Strode for life.
Laurie Strode for life. I like that. Maybe we'll get a t-shirt.
Ash, how cool is she in real life?
Can I just tell you? I was in the sun throughout that whole interview, and she rearranged the banisters of the carpet to get me out of the sun.
Because she could tell you
Because she
rewinded.
wanted to protect me.
See?
A national treasure.
I would do anything for her. I'm sorry I dressed as Mike Myers. I should have dressed as Laurie Strode.
I love it. Our savior. Another reboot that's happening next year.
Yes.
Ghostbusters.
A little controversial
Yeah.
because obviously, look, I'm a big fan of the 2016 Ghostbusters with the ladies. I like to think that one took place in an alternate universe and they
Sure.
still simultaneously exist. But this one is like a direct sequel to the original Ghostbusters, directed by Jason Reitman, who is Ivan Reitman's son, who
Right.
directed Ghostbusters 1 and 2. So it's like all in the family.
Full circle there.
And
yeah, in case you guys missed it though, there was an amazing tribute to Harold Ramis, one of the original Ghostbusters, in the trailer.
My grandfather died. My mom says we're just here to pick through the rubble of his life.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
So what can you? Yeah, I know.
yeah,
right?
it's like she's potentially Spengler's granddaughter, and they like haven't really addressed the passing of Harold Ramis, and like this is so sweet, and I was like getting teary-eyed watching it, and I don't know, I'm really on board for this one.
I was gonna say, even though there was that little bit of controversy because they are rebooting this so quickly after the female-led one, you can tell there's gonna be a lot of heart and the same DNA of the original. So if you're a fan of the original, you're gonna love this.
Throw some Spider-Verse in there, like pop into another universe, and then just have Kate McKinnon be in there,
Love
like.
that. Okay.
Also, shout out to McKenna Grace
Grace,
for
yeah.
like just killing the game. Like so young, but just racking up all the IMDb credits.
She's a little Captain Marvel, and yeah.
I know.
love it.
That's right.
So-
She's killing the game.
Killing the Game, Ghostbusters Afterlife hits theaters July 10th. Okay, so what other movies are you excited for, Ash?
Oh my God. Okay.
There's literally so many, you guys. There's so many that we have to talk about.
There's so many. Okay, so we're talking about
Mulan.
We're talking about Mulan. We talk about these live action Disney remakes, and some of them have been misses, other have been hits. I think they're hitting a stride lately. Like I think Aladdin was one of the best ones so far.
Yeah.
This one, Mulan, is going to be the live action version, and it's got a little bit of controversy as well because of the lack of the music in it. But I saw at D23 about, I want to say like 15 minutes of this movie. Something like that. It might have been a little shorter, but it was the whole "We'll bring honor to us all" sequence, and it was like had like an animated vibe to it. You know the scene where she's like drops all the teacups and catches them on like all her. Look, I'm doing the thing right. Like that happens, and then instead of having the songs, they have like the score playing in the background,
Which is beautiful.
and it's beautiful. I'm really into it.
I think I'll miss the songs, but that's not what this movie is. It's like when you look at it, it gives me a little Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon vibe. You know what I mean? Like it's a little more closer to the actual culture.
To the actual story,
right,
because a lot of these Disney movies are actually like folklore legends, stories, novels from our youth. They're not just like, that's a Disney movie that we're remaking. It's like, no, it's more about
Really
the story.
quickly, is there a Disney movie that hasn't been remade yet that you want?
Ooh, what's left?
I know what
That
is
is
left.
true.
I feel like they've knocked them almost
They're
all
doing
out.
101 Dalmatians right now, right?
With
Yes,
Emma
with
Stone.
Emma Stone as
Okay,
Cruella.
Catch us back in 2021,
Exactly.
probably.
Quickly, I know you're really excited about Free Guy too.
Yes, okay, I want to talk about a movie with an original concept because we haven't really done that yet. But in this one, it's starring Ryan Reynolds, who plays a background character in an open world video game. So you know when you're running around and you just want to like punch someone for the fun of it, you rob a bank. He's like working at this bank and realize, oh my God, why does this bank get robbed every single day? And he becomes like super self-aware that he's a background character in a video game.
I love it.
And it's directed by Sean Levy, who does Stranger Things.
Giving love to the originals. Okay,
I
we're
love
giving love to the
that.
originals. Okay, Ash, thank you so much for that.
Thanks, Ash.
Thank you for having me.
Scratching the surface
Yeah.
of the movies we're getting next year, but that's a pretty good list.